supply. So our price elasticity of supply is measuring the percentage change in the quantity supplied given some sort of percentage change in the price. And so in the same way as demand, we've got two formulas for this. We've got this formula, and then we also have our P over Q, and we might as well just say QS, just so that we remember, times 1 over slope. So we've got two different situations we're going to talk about. The first one is if the supply curve has a positive intercept. So if the supply curve has a positive intercept. So if it has a positive intercept, so we mean a positive y-intercept, right? Then in that situation, our price elasticity of supply is going to decrease as my Q increases. So in this particular graph that we have, we are told that there is a slope of 2. We know it's positive because it's a supply curve and it's upward sloping slope. We're told a couple of points here. We're told at a quantity of 2 and a price of 8. And then we're told at a quantity of 3, it would need to be a price of 10 in order to incentivize the suppliers to provide 3. And this could be 3,000, 3 million, right? Again, we're just kind of using simple numbers just to make it easy here. So our price elasticity of supply at these different points is going to be similar but different, right? We know that it changes over the course of a demand curve in the same way it changes over the course of a supply curve. Come on. I'm dealing with some lag over here. Sorry, people. So we've got point A and point B. So we're told that the price elasticity is going to decrease as we go left to right, right, as quantity increases. So let's go ahead and check that by doing a couple of point price elasticity of supply formulae for these different points, right? So the price elasticity at A is going to be equal to my price over my quantity supplied times 1 over my slope. And so my price over quantity supplied is going to be 8 over 2. My 1 over slope is going to be 1/2. And so 8 over 2 is 4. Half of 4 is 2 flat. Not 2 carbonated, 2 flat. Whereas at price B, that same elasticity calculation gives me 10 over 3 times the same slope, 1/2, which comes out to 1.67 repeating, or 1.67 rounded, rather. So, in fact, yes, the elasticity went from 2 to 1.67, decreased as we increased in the quantity. What about the other case? Right? We were told there were 2 cases. What about the other case? The other case is if the supply curve has a 0 intercept. Or its y-intercept is at the origin, as it's called in the Cartesian coordinated plane, in the first quadrant of the Cartesian coordinated plane where we live in positive numbers, right? So if the supply curve has a 0 intercept, then the price elasticity of supply, I'm just going to abbreviate it just because the lag and everything, right? The price elasticity of supply is going to equal 1. It's going to equal 1 everywhere. So if we have we're told that the slope is 1/3. We're given a couple of points just like before. We're given a point A at 12.4. And then we're given a point B at 15.5. So we're running low on time and we still have our Kahoot. So I'm going to leave this as an exercise for you to do on your own. Do these price elasticity of supply equations on your own so that you can figure out, yes, the price elasticity of supply is in fact unchanging when the slope is equal to 0. So what is determining this price elasticity of supply? This is our last bit of notes, and then we'll do our Kahoots. So what are the things determining of our price elasticity of supply? So the first thing is going to be input flexibility. If we have greater input flexibility, more adaptable inputs, we're going to be able to have a greater elasticity of supply. So greater input flexibility is the first one. The second one is input mobility. Can we move the resources where they need to go, right? If we can, then it's more elastic. Are there alternative inputs that are easy to find? And then just as with price elasticity of demand, right now you're killing me in that back. I can hear every word you're whispering, bro. Killing me. The last one is time. In the long run, things are going to be just like with demand. They're going to be more elastic. So all these things, if we have greater input flexibility, greater mobility, greater substitutability. That's what this is, my substitutability. Then there's going to be greater responsiveness to the change in prices by the suppliers. Okay, let's go ahead.